Hi there, welcome to the channel or welcome back. My name is Angela, and in today's video I'm going to share with you guys the dresses that I made for Project Dress a Girl 2024. If that sounds interesting, stick around. Hey everyone, thanks so much for stopping by today. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining in. If you've been hanging out with me for a while, I'm so glad that you're here too. And today I'm going to share with you guys the 3 dresses I've made so far for Project Dress a Girl 2024. I'm so excited to participate in this again. And I have the 3 right here. Before I show you those, just a couple little housekeeping tidbits. If you haven't yet checked out Maddie Sew's channel, please do. I'll link it either up here or below where she is doing unboxing videos and talking about the whole program, the whole Project Dress a Girl program. And all the details about that. It does run through the whole month of September. This is my official video for the project. So it's coming out on Friday, September 27th. I'm going to do a reveal of the dresses that I made, talk a little bit about the pattern and the fabrics that I used. And if you missed my kickoff video, I call it my kickoff video. It was just my initial video where I shared my plans. If you're interested in seeing that, I'll link that up here or below as well. I will also link all the fabrics that I used. They all came from Joann's. If they're still available, I got all my fabrics in store, but I did see that they were available online at least a week or so ago. If they're still available on Joann.com, I'll link them below. And the pattern that I used, it's a McCall Stitch and Save M6262. It was published in 2011. It's no longer in print. I think I got this one online either at eBay or Etsy. I'll talk more about that here in a minute. But if you're ready, let's look at the dresses. I'm going to kind of go through the show them to you one by one. I am going to make 4 total. I just ran out of fabric for the straps for that 4th one. So I have 3 so far. And this is probably my favorite of all 3. I just love this yellow fabric. It's so happy looking to me. And I intended to do view B, which is the bottom one there. And I was going to, let me bring that in a little closer for you. I had intended to do the rickrack at the top and the bottom, but once I chose my fabrics, I thought that the rickrack would maybe kind of detract, like it wasn't necessary. All the fabrics that I'm using are prints with the contrasting ties and pockets. I thought the rickrack would just be too much. So I just kind of kept it simple. I'm not the world's best bow tie maker, so I think I did okay. They're good enough, I think, at least for now. They'll probably have to be, like when someone goes to wear this, I'm sure like the mom or the adult will have to tie the straps anyway when they put the dress on. And I did get some labels from Maddie for Project Dress a Girl. That is one of the requirements of the dresses. They need to have the label stitched on somewhere on the front. Last time I did this, I didn't participate last year, but I did in 22. I put the labels on the pocket. I kind of like the labels up here a little better. I thought, and it was so easy just to stitch them right onto the strap there. So I thought I would try that with these dresses this year. So that is my first one. And I did end up, I was going to make a couple of sizes, like a 4 and an 8, like a larger girl size or older girl size. But then it turned out I did not have enough yardage to do the larger size. So I just did them all in size 4. Even that 4th one, I'm pointing there because the pattern pieces are right there. So they're all size 4. And I think what I'm going to do next year is just specifically focus on the older girl sizes, because that, from what I have heard, they run out of those sizes first. I think there's just not as many that are made. So this is the second one. I like this fabric too. That black and pink really pop. And it's the same pattern, same dress, just different bodice or body fabric. straps and pockets just to kind of keep it simple on myself. I just got a big yardage of this pink and cut all the straps and pockets out of that. And then my third one, I think that this third one is my second favorite because I just love this dainty little fabric. It's kind of a mint green with white and pink flowers. I thought it was just so delicate looking and just sweet. And that is what I have done so far for Project Dress a Girl. And I'm thinking that we have to have anybody who's making dresses needs to have their count into Mighty by the end of September. So, and then they need to be shipped off by, I want to say October 5th. I'm not sure if I'll get that one done in time. If not, what I will do is just go ahead and finish it out, and I'll save it for next year's Project Dress a Girl. I want to talk a little bit about the pattern now, and I know that you're not restricted to this pattern or any one pattern at all. There's a ton of patterns out there you can use, ton of free patterns, as I'm sure you guys have probably heard if you've been following along with Project Dress a Girl. This was pretty simple to sew, as you might suspect. It's just a very basic. The one thing, so it does have facings going like all around the little chest and then the upper back, like the pattern's the back of the dress there. It doesn't even have line drawings on it. That's it. That's all you get. It does have like a facing going all around the upper portion of the dress. And I found that I had a hard time getting it to there, so the front and the back kind of come to a little V point right there. And that's not really, it doesn't really illustrate that on the pattern very well, but there is, you know, a V right there. You can see it kind of slants down under the arm, comes to a point there. And I couldn't get that to lay like really flat, and I was kind of disappointed. I kind of did a workaround by making a tiny little pleat there, just a tiny pleat, and pressing it down really good. I hope that that doesn't detract from the dress. I was really, you know, kind of disappointed, and I fiddled with it and fiddled. I trimmed the seam allowance. I did everything I could think of to get it to lay flatter. And then I ended up just, there's a lot of bulk right there, just making the little tiny pleats there on the sides. This black one was the first one that I did, and that's where I found out what an issue that was going to be. So this one does look, at least on this particular side, it looks kind of rough, but I'm hoping that, you know, I'm hoping it'll be okay and it won't detract. But you can see there the facings. One other thing that I changed from what the pattern called for originally, I sure wish they had line drawings to show the back of the dress. So the straps were just meant to be stitched on here at the front, go over the shoulder, and there's a button where they button into the upper back here. But one of the rules of the project is no fasteners, no zippers, buttons, snaps, anything like that. But ties are okay. So I thought at first about just stitching the strap on to the front, stitching it down front and back. But then it wouldn't allow for any adjustability. So then it came to me that I could just do, you know, 2 long ties. So, and these are, the original strap pattern piece was only maybe for the size 4, maybe 8 inches long, a tiny little, especially when you think it has to go, you know, over the front and the back. So just to leave a tiny little armhole. So I more than doubled each side. So there ended up being 4 straps per dress, two in the back and then 2 in the front. And then they're really extra long. I wanted to go extra long just to have plenty of room to tie and make a little bow there. So I'm pretty happy with the way that they turned out. These are so much fun to sew. I love doing this project because it's the kind of thing that I don't really get the opportunity to sew very often at all, or to work with these cute little fabrics. So it was just truly a lot of fun. I'm going to have to give them another good press. One thing I always do, if I'm making something to give to someone, whether it's a piece of clothing, which is pretty rare. Usually any clothing I sew is just for myself. If I'm making something like to give to someone else, it's usually going to be a quilt. But it doesn't matter. If I'm making something to give away, after I'm finished with it, I always run it through the washer and dryer. Just a warm wash on gentle, low to medium heat on the dryer, just to make sure that couple of things to make sure: one, it didn't fall apart, and then two, it helps get any like loose threads and things off. And then any loose threads that are still attached, I can then cut them off when I'm doing the final ironing of the thing. So I did give them a little bit of a press in order to get them ready for this video, but before I ship them out, I'm going to give them another good press. And those are my dresses for Project Dress a Girl. Are you guys making dresses this year? I would love to know what are you using for pattern, for fabric. And once again, I will link the fabrics below if they're still available. They're all from Joann. And I guess that's about all I have to share with you. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you will come back on Monday for Monday Matchup. That is such a fun little game that we play together here every Monday on the channel. So look for that. And next week, I should have for you guys the start of my next project. And it is one of the things that I showed you in last week's video, my fall sewing plans. I'm going to leave you with that as a little bit of a cliffhanger, and I will see you on Monday. I hope that you have a great weekend. Thanks so much for watching.